Hello. Just walking down the cliff. Gonna go and set up a camera, get some stars. Chad! Chad! Oh hi, didn't see you there. Tomorrow, I'm going to attempt a self-imposed time-lapse challenge. 10 locations, 10 time-lapse tips in a little over 24 hours-ish. Sunrise to sunrise, basically. No sleep. Three-legged thing have very kindly sent me these two brand new tripods to test out. And what better way to see if they're up to the job than to take them on the challenge itself. Now, I'm not going to stand here and reel off every single stat about the tripod. I'm going to pop it up on the screen now. For you to take a look at. For this sunrise to sunrise challenge, we're going to need some kit. A lot of kit, but I can't carry this all on my own. So I'm going to need an assistant. Hi Tom.
Richard!
Run titles.
Oh, so where are we off to then?
We are going to the Jurassic Coast. Isle of Purbeck in Dorset. One of my favourite places. I've been going for years. There's just something about it and I just love it. You'll be pleased to know I've bucked us into a luxurious, static caravan.
Luxurious, is that right?
Yeah. But first, we need to get some supplies. Let's go! Made it. Not a massively long journey, but we're here. So, welcome to the luxury accommodation.
Real nice gig, digs.
It is. Obviously, the only reason we're here is because it is right next to our first location. And because it's sunrise and we're going to be up in a few hours, this is perfect.
So what's the plan then, boss?
The plan, basically, we need to prep the kit, get it all sorted, get it ready for the whole day, and then literally not sleep really, get up for sunrise, and off we go. 10 locations, 24 hours, very, very brief plan, written on many pieces of paper that I'm likely to use, and then we're off.
Smashing. First location is?
Durdledore. Welcome to the Jurassic Coast. Here we are at Durdledore, but why this spot specifically? Well, I wanted to try and get the sun rising directly in line with the cliffs, just to pop over and float over the top like an angel. But how do I do that? What I use is an app called the Photographer's Ephemeris. Other apps are available. So it allows you to plan your shots and see exactly where the sun is going to rise, set, and so on. The moon, the stars, everything you ever needed, and more. I use it to plan my shots in advance. Obviously, the app can't tell you that it's a bloody horrific walk up here in the dark with all this kit, but what it does tell you is where you need to be in at what time. Here we are at Bat's Head. Now, I think one of the most important tips I could give anybody when you're shooting time-lapse video or whatever you want is to always go and do a recce. Now, personally, 9 times out of 10, I don't always get the chance to do that. So, the next thing you can do is literally have a little walk around when you've finished, because you never know what's around the corner, which is exactly why we're here, because we walked over the hill and we saw this. We're here at the exquisite location of Old Harry Rocks here in Dorset. And I think one of the big things to remember, always take more memory cards than you ever will need ever in your lifetime. I don't mean thousands, but more than you think you'll ever use. The worst thing ever, and I'm talking from experience here, is to be on a shoot either for a client or a passion project and to run out of memory cards and start having to try and delete stuff that you don't think you'll need. Don't do it. Be prepared. Now, over the years, I've used many different cameras for shooting time lapses: film, digital, old school stuff, a mixture of everything really. So, I mean, you don't need a really expensive DSLR to shoot time lapses. As long as you've got a way and means of triggering it, it's fine. Get yourself a cheap camera, get out there and start shooting. Bad ending. Oh hi, didn't see you there. Now when you're proficient enough at time-lapse, it gives you an opportunity to take a little bit of time out while your camera's running. You could read a book, you could have some food. You've always got to keep an eye on your camera, don't forget that. You could watch a movie. I, however, like to practice. Hello and welcome to Korf Castle specifically. My best advice if you're ever in a touristy hotspot is to basically tuck yourself away. You're not always going to have the privilege of being in a field, but if you can get away, either further away or somewhere hidden, if you can become invisible, then you increase your chances of a successful time lapse. You don't want anybody kicking your tripod, do you now? Welcome to Kimmeridge Bay, and also one of the noisiest locations we've found, because there's a guy over there cutting his hedge, but we haven't got time to stop and wait around because we've got another location to get to. So, RAW or JPEG? RAW is the answer. Always shoot RAW. You might want to go back in a few years' time and reprocess your shots. There might be new technology. If you've got JPEGs, it's old. Yes, RAW takes more storage up, but you've got more to play with at the end of the day. It's more processing, more work, but if you want a professional look, shoot RAW. Welcome to Clavel Tower. What a beauty. Insurance, horrifically boring. If you want to go and do this, even if you're just going out down the street doing it as a hobby, you should have insurance. We're not quite at the stage of America yet, but people will turn around and see your ass if you don't have insurance. They could trip over your tripod, they could trip over anything, your bag could be behind you, they could fall on it, smash your face open. Someone's going to have to pay, and it's going to be you. Get insurance, get it early, deal with it. These clouds don't look too great. We need to get to the next location. Rapid. A little bit worried about the clouds coming in. We've still got a few more shots to do and stuff, but I'm really hoping tonight there's a gap in the clouds to maybe get some stars at least. Otherwise we sat there for the rest of the night until sunrise without getting anything at all. So the challenge becomes more difficult. We'll see. good, strong tripod is essential for any time lapse. You want to keep your camera steady, you don't want any vibration or movement, and spikes are especially useful when you're on soft ground. But it's a little known fact, but tripods are useful for other things.
Garbage.
Tom, can you show me the camera? Welcome to Lulworth Cove. Getting a little bit tired now. We're getting towards the end of the day. But I thought I'd tell you a little story. Many moons ago, when I was first starting out, I went to do a sunset. I'd walked a long way. I was tired. I'd been shooting all week, and the clouds started to roll in. And I thought, this is it. I'm just going to go home. Packed it all in. But then, as I was driving home, the most amazing sunset I've ever seen in my rearview mirror was occurring. And from that moment on, I promised myself never ever to quit early. Even if it meant I didn't get the shot anyway, always stick around. The whole point of the story is never give up. Because even if you stick it out and wait and it's not great, that's fine. At least you tried.
You got a chain on your back there?
Gosh, like I've always said, if you can carry it, you can take it.
It's raining, Chad.
Raining.
Yeah.
Disaster in the making.
Nice rainbow in the background though.
Somebody should turn up that. You join us here at St Aldhelm's Head, this marvellous sunset that you cannot see right now because you're looking at me. The thing is, one of my biggest tips I think I could ever give, if you're anywhere outside for a long time, as we are, the chair's a good idea, but the best idea is to have plenty of warm clothes. All clothes in general, you don't have to heat them up first. We got caught in the rain earlier on and I was slightly unprepared, but yeah, top tip, bring lots of clothes and keep some spare ones as well in a dry bag if possible. welcome to middle of the night. One thing you should really absolutely and most positively learn as a time lapser is how to operate your camera in the complete dark. I've got my head torch on here. It's just for effect. But once you know which buttons do which and you can literally just feel your way and memorize the buttons, you're onto a winner. Basically because if you're doing any astro stuff, you don't want to be turning any head torches on. Obviously, once you press certain buttons, the menu's going to pop up. That's great, you can use that. But there are some buttons you do need to learn just to be able to operate in the dark and not use any additional lighting. Hello. Just walking down the cliff. I'm going to go and set up a camera, get some stars.
Chad! Chad!
That's right. Just tripped over. What the hell did I trip over?
No, what was it?
I don't know. Shiny torch. It was something big. What the? We are nearly done. All that's left is a little bit of a drive, and we're heading off for sunrise. My final tip from this epic session, as tired as I am, I know that you need to back up your shots, and it doesn't matter where you do it, how you do it 3 times at least. Back up everything, do it as close as you can to when you finish the shoot to minimise danger of loss. That is a wrap. Just over 24 hours of shooting, multiple locations. It's been emotional. It's been everything we would have wanted and some. Thank you for watching. Gotta go, bye!